You really never know when you're going to find yourself in just a little bit of mischief out on the water. Sometimes it can be expected and others, well, you may not see it coming. If you're out on a boat, of course you know things can go wrong, but just because you went out to work that day using your dump truck, you probably didn't think you were going to have marine rescue crews called to help you get assistance on the water. But it happened to this crew, and sometimes it can happen to the best of us, just like some of the stories we'll see in this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. Our first story to make the boating news this week is going to take us over to Southampton, where our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us back down to Miami, where this was a scene that happened in Biscayne Bay this past week. Apparently, the Miami Rowing Club was out practicing when these jet skis got a little closer to the rowboat than the coach liked. So the coach asked the crew on the skis to slow it down, and in response, they wound up attacking the coach, as can be seen in these images here. Fortunately, the coach and the kids who were rowing at the time all got away without any major injuries, but they are, however, looking for your help. Anybody with any insight into who these people are who attacked them, they would love some information. If you know anything, please reach out to the Miami Rowing Club, or you can send me a message as well. Our next story to make the boating news this week is actually going to be a story we talked about last week as well, and that's going to be the flooding in Brisbane that happened over the last few weeks. The images keep coming into me, just like this one here, where this yacht broke free from its mooring and is being floated down the river. The damage in Brisbane has been absolutely staggering. Currently, authorities estimate approximately 15,000 properties have been damaged by the floods. Now, those properties are consisting of physical land value properties, but here we've also got a heavy boating presence in the area, and the amount of boats that were lost during this has to be staggering as well. Over the last few weeks, authorities have spent their time on the Brisbane River doing exactly what we see here, tracking down vessels that were going under, making sure nobody's on board, and doing everything they can to track down property and save lives. This whole incident was caused by a massive weather system that dumped more than 3 foot of rain on Brisbane in a short period of time. To give you an idea, that's equal to roughly 80% of Brisbane's annual average rainfall. Of course, water coming down at this pace quickly caused Brisbane's rivers and creeks to flood, inundating homes and obviously causing damage like we see in these images here. Waters have finally started to recede, but it'll likely be some time still before we totally know the full devastation that this flooding has caused. I've seen tons of images so far of boats in this exact same situation. Unfortunately, with the amount of water that was dumped, it's causing the river to have an extremely high current, and the amount of total damage we're going to see to boats and marinas in this area is probably going to be significantly high. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to bring us back to the coast of Florida, where this was a wild scene this past week when a vessel carrying 356 Haitian migrants ran aground just off the coast of Ocean Reef down in Key Largo. It is believed currently to be one of the largest human smuggling attempts in the US in many years, but this is tending to be a trend right now. The Coast Guard's been dealing with this on almost a daily basis as they continue to encounter derelict ships trying to bring passengers into the US, and this occurred just days after the Coast Guard intercepted 191 Haitian migrants on board an overloaded sailing vessel that was believed to be heading to Florida as well. The Coast Guard's reporting they've seen a massive surge in these type of occurrences, as they claim they've rescued almost 1,200 Haitians since October, which is over the annual average they've had over the last 5 years. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boating News of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here, just like Neil Frazier and Paul Burgess did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.